Welcome back to You've Made a Mobile App, Now What? In Module 2, we're going to talk about community connection. Okay, so today we're going to start off with one of my favorites, which is going old school. Yes, folks, we still need paper. And you know, I'm kind of reminded of Samuel L. Jackson's statement in The Kingsman. You know what I like about pen and paper? No one can hack into this. Well, in our case here, we need to use pen and paper for a couple of different reasons to be able to connect with our community. Some of the different types of paper things that you're going to need will all depend upon your particular business and how you can share things. So you're going to need things like tent cards and posters if you are a physical brick and mortar place. More so that's important is to keep your logo consistent throughout all of these types of things, especially with your shareable content. At the end of the day, it is all about branding, branding, branding. To help create things like your infographics and items when you're sharing with writers for blogging and other social media things, I use a tool called Canva. It's a free tool. It helps you create these graphics. It allows you to reuse things and put them into different sizes, all depending upon what you need at the time. So let's talk about creating and sharing some interesting infographics. Remember, everything that you do on paper, you can also share via social media. So let's take a look at some examples here. This is one of our clients, Jerry's Automotive Service, and he has a wall poster infographic that's available. And he can show some pictures right there of his actual app and how it looks. He has a notice for people to invite them to go to the Google Store or the App Store. He even has a QR code that somebody can scan while they're looking at it. And then he shows what the icon is in the store. It's very appealing, very eye attractive. It's inviting people to download his app, kind of telling them a little bit about what it's all entailing. And he can use this exact same infographic not only as a wall poster, but he can share it on social media. He can have it on his website. He can be consistent throughout all of his graphics that he's using. And then here's another example. Pump 5 is a fuel delivery service, and they are able to use this window decal on all of their different vans, and they actually can share it with any of their customers as well, kind of a little thank you to be able to give it to their customers to put on their windows where they're advertising for them in a nice way with a little thank you. And they can just have the QR code there. They are also showing that they're on the Google Store and available on the Apple Store. And they're able to, again, invite people. It's a very inviting, eye-catching graphic that they can share. In this case, they're using it as a window decal, but they could keep their branding and share this also on social media as well as on their website. It's all about consistency. And here's another one of our businesses called Meet Your Miracle Today. Now, she does not actually have a brick and mortar place. So what she does is she has flyers that she gives out to different people when she does trade shows, when she's doing visitations. She's a 4D ultrasound on the go type of a business. And she gives this to people so that they can share her app very easily. And she can leave these flyers anytime she does any kind of a public networking event, or if she, like I said before, she's doing a trade show, somewhere in through there. And she's got, again, it's on the Google and Apple Play stores. It has the QR code availability. It also has the screenshots and showing people what it looks like. Again, keeping it consistent across all the different modalities that she can use this in. And also, let's not forget about different mini cards, whether they are tent cards or business cards or cards that you can put in an envelope if you were going to mail somebody a thank you note. Something to be able to invite people to download your app in every single location that you can think of. You can even leave these on a table when you are networking somewhere and you bought coffee. You can leave them sitting on the table. Somebody is going to pick it up somewhere. So having these all out is very, very simple. And there's different sources that you can get these printed at. Moo.com is one of them. There's also Instaprint and gotprint.com. Those are just three that I have used to be able to print some of these items in a nice professional manner. This is a great example of a tent card. This is one of our clients called Community Bark, and she uses a feature in the app for the rewards program. So she gets rid of the punch cards and she uses the app for that. And in this case, she's advertising that every 9th bark, which is what she calls the being able to wash the dogs and the grooming of the dogs, is on them. And so she's inviting people in the area to download the app. She's showing them that it's on the store. She can leave these not only around her own place, but she can also work with some other businesses in the area that might align with her. For example, some places that have the overnight stays, the kennels for the dogs, to be able to have them get this as well, because they don't always do grooming, so they kind of align with what she's doing. Or even other businesses in the area that might be pet friendly, she can ask them if it's okay to leave this laying around on the different tables so that people in the community can know that she does have a mobile app and this is a way to do business with her. And she can also use these if she goes to any events or sponsoring anything that has to do with dogs and being able to reach that same community. So a tent card isn't always just because you do or don't have a brick and mortar place. Think creatively. And you can also create mini cards, something similar here to what Brilliant Biz Book did. They created these mini cards so that as their authors who are part of this community are out and about publicly speaking, they can hand these cards out, or they can also go inside of a thank you card so that they can thank people who have done business with them and share the experience and let them know that they've got the app and getting the updates. And in this particular case, their podcast is on there and they are regularly sending out updates, so they want the community to be able to connect. And this particular one does not have one particular location. All the authors have their own different businesses that they run. Some are virtual, some are brick and mortar, and they want to share this. So they have these mini cards so that they can give out to people on a regular basis and share it so that they can announce that they do have an app. They can also use this exact same infographic on their social. Each member of the author series can use this on their own websites. And so they can take what's in paper and they can also use it virtually and get the message out. And here's one more example of a table card. Now this is a little larger than a tent card, and it's something that she'll use at different events or different areas where she can set this up. Whether it's a networking event that might have a table where you can put advertising on, or if she goes to a speaker's event or somewhere where she can use this to kind of display what is going on in her world and the fact that she has a mobile app. And she likes to display that out to people so that they can see this and interact with her. Now, in this particular case, Louise Schwartzwalter has a business that is an international business. So she'll also want to be able to share this socially and ask other people who are having events if it's something that they can share in the printed form as well. So a table card can be used in many, many different areas, and you kind of have to think out of the box and think where you want to reach people, whether it's via collaboration or if it's on social. And also don't lose sight of going old school and having paper. This completes our section on going old school. Please continue on to getting your message out there.